Hi, it's KingT here, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. And today, I'm going to be showing you a tour of the realm that I have been playing on. So far, we don't have a great name for it, but the person who made this realm, his username is Midway Terror, so right now it is named Midways SMP. And I've been playing on this realm for about 3 weeks since it was created, and we've made some really good progress. As you can see, my levels are at 138, full netherite, prop 4. The one thing we haven't done yet is go and fight the ender dragon. He thinks that people will stay interested in the realm if we don't get 100% totally stacked with stuff. So, I thought in the first episode of Midways SMP, I would give a world tour and what's been happening so far. So we kick off the world tour in my starter base. This was made on like the second or third day, not very long into the SMP, and I've stuck with it for quite a while now, but I'm definitely outgrowing the storage. So in the first one we have all our stone related materials, dirt related and sand related things, along with concrete powder. Was the valuables chest, and it did have some stuff, but no, most of it's not that valuable, because in my ender chest is where I keep all the diamonds in the ender chest. Most of my all my emeralds, gold, iron, and redstone is in here as well. I've got this epic book I enchanted, some spare tools as well, and some useful things to have. So I've just got some other various chests full of items, but this isn't even half of what all the stuff I have so far. People have been using this tiny little furnace smelter setup. I don't really know why. It's not as... I don't know why people don't make their own, but, you know. I have this chest. This is a mess. It's full of diorite, andesite, and some black concrete, red dye. I don't really know what to do with that. This one was stocked for my shop called Golden Goodies, but I've been slacking a little bit on stocking it up. This is just full of raw fish. Don't know what to do with that. I think I'll trade it to some villagers. And this is all the stock that is going to go in some of my shops. There's a lot of ink, there's a lot of iron and gold, some bones. I think these three are empty, yeah. And then I've got all the guardian drops. So I've got sea lanterns and all the various prismarine. The reason I don't have very much dark prismarine is because I've actually used it in a building project that I will showcase in today's episode. We've got a nether wart farm. This is the bulk of my storage because, as you saw out there, I've mined out a massive hill. And this is the proof. I have over 3 double chests full of grass blocks and almost 3 double chests full of dirt blocks. I have over 2 double chests full of stone. Some smooth stone that I used for building some things. This was more materials for a project that I'm going to showcase in a little bit, but I've drained most of it. I've got a tiny little egg farm here, pretty productive. There's only a few chickens in there anyways. I have a lot of cooked cod, and it was my main food source for a while, but then I've moved on to salmon because salmon is better. And I've got more cooked cod smelting, or I should say cooking, in my furnace system. That's empty, so I can turn that off. It's a very basic furnace setup, but you're gonna see in a little bit why I have so much fish. Okay, so down there, that's just the mines. Nothing interesting down there at all. That is about it for my starter base. So actually, on my birthday, one of my good friends on the realm, Isaac, from Good Gamers, they are very good friends, kind of like my partners in YouTube. Isaac built me this. So if I just come down here, I messed that up. This was my birthday present. This was full of cake, and this had some diamonds in it. It was pretty nice. And this is actually where I hit the epic ladder clutch in my video. So up on top of the hill, if I can riptide up here, this is Isaac's house. This was this was the very first house that got basically constructed. He's using this for random. He's got a lot of random stuff. His chests aren't very organized, but he does get stuff done. Down there, he's working on a base. And he's got a nice smelting setup here. And yeah, he's just got. It's a cool idea for a house. I don't think he ever finished it because there's no floor and there's no roof. Okay, up on the hill, this is Queen Flip's house. Not much is... there are some very basic houses around here. So, yeah, I'm not gonna bother to go through everyone's stuff. But, very basic house. I like the dark oak as the roof. It makes sense. So, if we go back across the river, this is what the starting of my mega base for this realm. And my idea for this was to have a building in the shape of a giant T. And it's going to be a modern building, as you can see, with the white concrete, sea lanterns, and smooth stone. And the whole thing is going to be surrounded by water, and in here, there's even more water covered in glass, and the bottom actually does have glass. Can't really see it because you can't see glass through glass very well in Minecraft. But underneath this is going to be my storage room, which is why I haven't changed out the diorite and granite right there for better blocks, but it's going to be a fish tank over my storage system. I've got a few building materials here, a few stacks of sea lanterns and smooth stone, a lot of cast scaffolding. This one's empty. I actually don't know how this one got moved over here. It was originally just supposed to be on top. I think somebody has been messing with me. Also, quite a big flex. While I was digging this space out, I found a mob spawner. It's not that useful. Zombies, I don't really need zombies. There's much better ways to get zombie drops. Basically everything that zombie drops. So I don't really know what to do with that. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas. Somebody did suggest on a Twitch stream that I turn it into a little farm, but it's gonna like obstruct the overall shape and design of my base. But it's kind of funny to just have a mob spawner. So I really don't know. And let's be honest, spawner-based farms are not that good. They're good for starter XP, but as you can see by my 138 levels, we're way past that on this realm. So, for our next destination, we head into the Nether. And this is actually going to be showcasing my industrial district. So that way across the ice is towards spawn in our shopping district. This is actually the key to my guardian farm, but I'm not gonna use that quite yet. So if you come up the ladder behind my portal, we're gonna go this way. There's just a tunnel here. And it's very ugly. I do need to redecorate this at some point. Even uglier here. Got some random zombie flesh right there. But this is the portal to my industrial district, or at least the main area where I build most of my farms. So there is a tree right there. Whenever I need wood, I just bone meal some spruce saplings, make a big spruce tree, and get the wood I need. It's not a very bad system. It's pretty easy to get a stack of logs. Really easy like that. But as soon as you step out the portal, you're gonna see a concrete converter back here, very basic. It handles about 2 stacks of concrete in each use, and then you have to go mine it. In these chests over here, we just have some extra building materials. This one's empty. And then over here we have my custom iron farm, and for some reason this one seems to be a lot more efficient than a lot of iron farms I've seen on Bedrock Edition. Yeah, we've got like 2.5 stacks of iron, plus a whole bunch of other junk because it's an ocean. I don't really care about the other stuff because over here I have built a massive squid farm. The reason for this is I needed dark prismarine for a building project. And this thing cranks out a lot of fish. That's why one of the reasons I have so many fish. And I've even sorted out a little bit of it. Yeah, lots of cod. But if I go up this ladder, it has to be worked on a little bit, but it's very basic. See, already stuff spawning right there. But the magma sucks them down, they die on the magma, and a hopper minecart picks them all up. I had to do a little bit of redstone for the hopper minecart unloader system because of the way I designed the minecart rails, and because I do not believe that comparators pick up hopper minecart or um, the contents of minecarts. So I'd use a massive pulse extender to basically allow the minecart to be paused long enough to empty it. The last farm in my industrial district is a gold farm. This gold farm is inspired by a few people. I think JC Plays is the one who originally put out the idea of using the trapdoors and the lava to light it. But then I changed it to an observer clock because it's easier to transmit the redstone power, because then I can just power this sticky piston. It creates an observer clock. And they just fall down there and I can kill them with the sword. I don't really know if I should put in a trident killer. Let me know in the comments because um, this area is pretty temporary right now. I'm going to put in an item filter, but I just don't have enough resources to do that yet. So that's about it for my industrial district. This place is not done yet by any means. There are going to be a lot more farms going in here, but that is it for now. I have most of the bigger things. I know I want to put in a drowned farm at one point, but that is going to take more designing because I don't know how to do that. So, the next stop on our tour is the Guardian Farm, and I'm going to give this a full use because there's only one other person online. So, I've got these keys, and we call it the lag machine because it creates the most lag on the server, or realm. We are using realms to do this SMP, and somebody's used this to throw in a whole bunch of their random junk. Don't know who that is, but if you're watching this video, please clear out your junk, and it looks like Zekalicious is blown up by a creeper. That's fun. This is the kill zone of the Guardians. I did need prismarine shards. Ooh, somebody has actually donated some. I did not put that there. Why are there so many ink sacs in here? Who's been using it? That's what I want to know. Because it usually does not produce this much squid or this many drowned. Like, sure, some drowned will spawn, but somebody's been using it. This is one of the most efficient Guardian farms I have ever seen. So, to use this, what I have to do is I come up this staircase, and I go into this portal. This portal will take me to another portal, and I riptide to the Guardian farm. As of right now, only 2 other people on this realm are allowed to use the Guardian farm, according to my rules. I don't know if somebody's broken in and been using it. But the people that are allowed to use it are Isaac and Midway Terror. Those are the only 2 because they helped, and I do trust them enough to not crash the realm, especially Midway Terror, because he knows how powerful these things are. But as soon as you come up, you see a lot of Guardians and some other stuff spawning, because there will be a few dolphins that get killed. Which is a little bit sad, but it has to be done. So basically the way this works, for an average use, if you just want XP, the best way to do that is actually to brew some splash potions of harming. So that's why we also have the hopper on the very top. So nether wart goes in first, and then in the order, it's glistering melon, glowstone, fermented spider eye, gunpowder. I'm gonna throw this bow down there, and it's gonna go into the nether and get burned by the lava. So you just wait for the potions up here to brew. You can wait a little bit longer, but not too much, because it definitely does not help the realm. As you can see, it allows for the guardians to pack spawn, which is pretty nice. I don't know if we're gonna see it again. There, another one just spawned right there. You will see some fish occasionally and drowned occasionally spawn. The drowned only spawn at night, so we're not gonna see any of those right now because the light is good enough. So it looks like we've got healing potions, still a while to go. So I have timed this thing, and on a realm with this design and an average internet connection and an average platform like Switch or Xbox, probably PlayStation as well. PC can probably handle more, but 3 minutes is about the max that you can do with this farm. If you're on console, I would say. Mobile, maybe go a little bit less, because mobile does not handle things very well. If you're on PC, you could probably get away with 4 minutes if no one else is online. And it also depends on the power of your PC as well. tutorial for this farm is gonna come out pretty soon. There's no immediate plans to make it, but it is definitely something that I think would help you guys. So not that the harming potions are done, we're gonna come down here, and I'm gonna riptide back to the first portal. And you are going to see why it is called the lag machine. So the nether took quite a bit to load, but this is why I call it the lag machine. Yeah, no, not pretty. Unless you count that as an accomplishment for like feeling like it nearly flat crashes the realm every time you use it. So I found the best way to do this is just go back here by the ender chest and look away for a few seconds, wait for the guardians to stop burning, because I send them through 2 lava blades to have them be killed by all 3 potions at least. You can, if you're good with the potions, you can kill them with 4. I mean, if you're good with the potions, you can kill them with 2, but you aim for the obsidian right there, you throw the potion, and that happens, and they will. I think if maybe I hold my looting as they die, looting effect, I'm not sure on that one. But they'll jump up into the lava blade, and they will basically get burned. But because I splash them with the potion, they're going to drop all their XP. So wait for the lag to go down a little bit. Looks like they're all the ones that are going to die from that one have. And this is the potion that kills most. There. That was a lot of XP, and if you want to mend your tools, this is the perfect farm. Okay, last potion. There we go. That was a lot of XP. I went to level 40. No, I went to level 140. That is a lot of levels. I don't know if I've ever had this many levels, but this farm is crazy. If you don't have a guardian farm in your world, you need to build one. It's a really simple design, as you already saw, and it barely takes any effort to throw together. So it's kind of a must-have for your world. So I am probably not going to bother with the drops, because they do take quite a long time to filter through. So I'm going to move on to the next part of the tour. By the way you get out of this, you just press the button, and then the pistons open. It's fine. So I'm gonna go past my portal and toward the center of everything. This is our little nether hub area. Somebody spawn-proofed it with buttons, but then forgot our ice over here. So the next stop on the tour is Spawn, otherwise known as the shopping district of our realm. I have put up probably the most shops out of everyone, but there is a shop that has been a lot more productive than all of my shops put together. So immediately you step out of the portal, and that is the most productive, or I'll say profitable shop on this server. This is Midway's marketplace, and some of the things don't sell, like bones, but I know I've been a huge buyer of his kelp, because I use it for fuel. It's a really good fuel source. Looks like somebody bought a saddle. No, 2 saddles, I guess. Someone just bought a lot of potions. Yeah, but he just sells basically anything, kind of like the barge from Hermitcraft. Yeah, he's just made a lot of profits. Wow. Okay, so that's Midway's marketplace. It's a pretty cool build. It's pretty small. This is my first shop, Food Frenzy. Yep, I sell cod. Why would I not sell all the cod I get from my farms? I'm gonna start selling salmon pretty soon. But that's because these shops are actually gonna get torn down. The next shop on the stop is By the Barrel. This shop has actually been stolen from. Because I've not changed anything. Somebody did buy one of these barrels over here. But the way this works is you pay for the entire barrel of stuff. But this entire thing was full of grass blocks. Somebody took the first 9 stacks, but left the rest and didn't pay. And then I went to when I checked it the other day and it was stolen, I went to the next one, and this was totally empty. And this one had been full of dirt because I got it from digging out my base. Thought I'd try to sell it, but somebody stole all the dirt and replaced it with some cod, like I need any more of that. And that's just really weird. I don't know who's been the thief, and someone has actually stolen from the. This is Golden Goodies. I'm not the best at building the shops. They're not very decorative, but somebody did steal a fire resistance potion because I'm selling them for 1 diamond for 2. Somebody did steal soul speed boots. I don't know who will need to steal that. And then I do try to sell other things as well, but nobody's bought the crying obsidian. And I've got some leather and string for sale. There are a few other shops, but I don't think I really need to go through them. This one's called Log Champ Incorporated. There's some, yeah, there's just a few other pop-up stand kind of things like these over here. This is potions. This was concrete materials, but I don't think he's restocked at all. No, he hasn't. But there is one thing in the shopping district that you probably would have noticed right away. This. This is what I need all the dark prismarine for. This is going to be my mall. So, I've already got the first few shops figured out. This is going to be an iron shop. Hello, Midway. His name's Darkfire. I don't really know why he chose that, but he wants to change it. I know that. That's for sure. This is going to be the Guardian shop. Then, over here, this is going to be the fish shop. I've got some tropical fish, and I think there's a pufferfish in here somewhere. There he is. I'm going to sell the ink sacs and some of the fish. I'm going to have a bone shop over here, sell bone blocks. So the basic idea with this is that I'm going to have the floor be basically the floor be each thing I'm selling. This is where Golden Goodies is going to go, but I didn't really want to use 2.5 stacks of gold blocks to fill this floor in. But, so I've used pressure plates, but I feel like someone's going to just be running around here. Yes, very, very fun shop. And this one's by the barrel. Nothing's going to be in the bottom barrels, but I'm going to sell all the barrels full of goodies in the piles. And then that's all the shops I've figured out right now. There's going to be a water elevator here. I don't know why is he following me around? Does he want something? But see, the floors are just empty here. I don't really know what to put in some of these, and the roof. Just gradually building as I get more materials. I need a lot more of these quartz bricks, but it looks really nice. So I'm gonna keep it with the quartz. Is he just gonna follow me around? That's gonna be really weird. So, this is pretty much shopping district. I know Isaac has a few shops up that way on the hill. I think there's one just coming into view. Most of these aren't really great builds. This is, oh, yes. So this over here is the courthouse, but there's only been one case, and it almost started a war on our realm. So they've got this execution chamber. I'm not gonna hit the button because I'm pretty sure someone rigged it. I'm not sure though. There's lava in there, and then if there's a penalty, he might be executed for it. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure the person who built this, Rocky, I'm pretty sure he's doing some changes into one of his shops. I'm not really 100% sure though, because people want to burn this down, and I'm not sure why. So there's a few other random shops that I don't really feel necessary to go over, like this redstone shop. Then there's a hill that sells redstone. Then more concrete supplies up at Isaac's, but I'm pretty sure both concrete supplies places are overpriced, very overpriced. And Isaac has a tool shop he hasn't restocked in quite a long time. So back into the nether we go. So the next stop on our tour is going to be the man himself, Midway Terror's Island. So it's right down here. It's actually the closest base to my base. That's not in my little area. That consists of me, Isaac, Queen Flips, and Zeke. Yes, we saw Zeke die earlier to a creeper. But this is Midways Island. It's pretty cool. There's a pretty efficient kelp farm here. And he's got a random big spruce tree here, and it's just a very basic. He used to have some villagers, but other than that, there's not much to go over. He's got, I think this is a water bottle farm. Yeah, water bottles. So the real interesting stop is going to be where Midway is the other person building their mega base. His mega base is actually pretty far from his island. You can't get there. So the best way to do it is to go through the nether, and it's all the way down here. Right here. This is the portal to his, what is going to be his mega base. It's definitely not finished yet, just like anything else on the realm. But what he's told me he wants to do is he wants to have a floating city. So I'm going to come out here and replace this. And this so far is his villager tower. And I think it actually looks pretty cool. It's got his colors on the side as well. And he's got a pillar in, where do you think he got the sea lanterns? Ha ha ha. He's gonna fill in this whole area with modern skyscrapers, and it's gonna look really cool, I think. So, and this is his first creation, his villager tower. Okay, so the next person's base on the list is Casey, otherwise known as Sushi Soldier, as his Discord and gamer tag. And he's got his own little area of friends this way, total opposite direction. And that's where this ice goes to. Okay, so this is Sushi's base. He's got a kind of a storage. He's got a lot more chests than I have in my base. But this whole thing is underground, and he's got a nice little like garbage can here. Don't really know what this is. And that's the water elevator out. I'm pretty sure this is like for torches for mining or something. He did have a whole bunch of villagers at one point, but they all died from zombies. He's just got some nice little things down here. He did try to set up a trap for Midway with harming arrows in these dispensers, and if Midway didn't have a totem, he would have died from it. So we're gonna go up to the top through this water elevator. Things aren't really loading great. So he's got this dome, kind of cool dome with some bees and a custom tree in here. I think it looks pretty cool. Over here, I don't really know what he's trying to accomplish. Up top, though, he has his mob farm, and I think this is either, it may be the most efficient on the realm, or Midways is. I'm not totally sure on that. But we can just riptide on the way, all the way up. Take some fall damage because I'm bad. And he's got a trident killer that's underwater, which is really smart because then the impaling works on the trident. He's got a trident killer, and the drops just get filtered into this chest here. It looks like he took out all the gunpowder. He's got quite a lot of bones, though. Ow, okay. But he's pathed off the entire area around here. I think that's because he's making... I don't exactly know what he's making. It's all spawn-proof, that's nice. But it looks like he's trying to make a nuclear wasteland, almost, because it's all, like, dead grass when it's a path. So the way to get back down to his nether portal is pretty simple. It should be you stand right here, maybe? And this opens up, and you just fall down. And the nether portal is right over here. So I'm pretty sure that the only other person that I'm allowed to show their base is Rocky. And Rocky's base is all the way down here. I don't know what that is, but I'm not going to pick it up. So Rocky's base is probably the furthest. No, there is somebody farther, but they're not. They don't want me to show their base. So Rocky's base is actually probably one of the coolest so far. So, or at least in my opinion. Apparently, he terraformed this entire mountain that his castle sits on. That's why I think that it's one of, if not the best so far. Just the amount of work that it took to probably terraform this entire thing is crazy. I hate terraforming. He's got his nice little throne, some things. I'm pretty sure there's... I don't really know where this goes. Okay, doesn't appear to go anywhere. He's got his furnaces. He definitely does look like a builder kind of a person, but this castle is pretty cool because, you know, you can come up top and you get a really nice view. I'm not sure if you can get up there, but it's a pretty cool base. He has his old base that way, I believe, but there's nothing really that interesting going on that way. So his nether portal has its own little building. I think it's pretty cool. There's a guest stuck in the pathway here. That way is to Fisher's base, who also has his own little industrial area. It's pretty cool. But I did not get permission to reveal his belongings. There are a few other people on the realm that I haven't mentioned yet, like Dark Volt and Dark Unit, but they have kind of a secret area that they don't really want anyone going to. I'm not going to show that on video. Stefan has his own area, but I didn't get permission for that either. As well as Sticky Keys, but I didn't get permission for that either. There's one more person, but I'm waiting for him to actually see if he's gonna finish. So I'm gonna go this way, back to my base. You saw that Queen Flips lives there, Isaac lives here. But this way is the person you did see die earlier. Zeke lives over here on the mountain. I don't really know what this is and why it looks like this. It looks like a weird cave formation, but it also does look like somebody mined that out, so I'm not sure. So if you come up here, you kind of have to parkour your way up the mountain, just like the way to Queen Flips' house. But Zeke, one of the other people online, lives right over here. Also, there are a bunch of mobs underneath his base. He should really light this up, I think. And he's got a nice little house going. So he's working on his house. I think it's gonna come along pretty good. Like I said, none of the builds are really done yet, I don't think. Except if you count people's starter bases, but those don't really count. Because as you can see, my T is nowhere near complete. That's going to be 3 floors tall. And my industrial district only has a few farms in it. So that's going to do it for this episode. I will probably be making weekly videos on this. I'm not going to show you every single thing that I do on this realm. But I will try to begin making weekly updates on everything that is going on in the realm. So if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. These videos do take a ton of work and planning, so it would really be nice if you did. And if you didn't know already, I do try to stream this realm on Twitch. My link to Twitch will be in the description, as well as the link to my Discord server. If my farm design isn't working for you, or if you have a question about how something works, or a suggestion about a video I should make, you can either put it in the comments section down below, or join the Discord server. I'm constantly checking that, and I will see you in the next video. KingT out.